The journey continued. Despite the covenant, despite the miracles, despite the terrifying judgments of God, the people could not stop murmuring. They were addicted to complaint. They were experts in ingratitude. They spoke against God. They spoke against Moses. Their voices were a constant spiritual poison, polluting the air of their destiny. And the desert answered. The ground became alive with judgment. Fiery serpents. They were not ordinary snakes. They were described as fiery because of the burning inflammation their venom inflicted. The snakes were simply a physical manifestation of the spiritual poison the people had released with their own mouths. The venom they spat with their words was returned to them in the bite. The people were dying. The camp was consumed by a quiet, agonizing panic. They finally understood the true weight of their sin, not through a prophet's voice, but through the burning fire in their own blood. They came to Moses. They confessed, "We have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord and against you." The confession was forced by the crisis, but it was confession nonetheless. Moses, the intercessor, prayed for them, and the instruction came, a command that made no sense to the logic of the body, a command that defied all known medical treatment. Make a fiery serpent and set it on a pole, and everyone who is bitten when he looks at it shall live. Moses took the symbol of their condemnation, the very image of the fiery poison, and forged it in bronze. He affixed it to a high pole, lifting it up above the camp. The choice was instantaneous, final, and absolute: trust or perish. To be healed, a person had to drag their burning, dying body out of their tent, look at the symbol of their fatal wound, and believe that the mere act of gazing would negate the poison coursing through their veins. They had to look at the physical manifestation of their curse and believe it was their cure. Many died, not because the healing didn't work, but because they refused to look. They were consumed by their focus on the wound, their doubt in the remedy, and their stubborn refusal to submit to the simple, strange command. They died staring at their feet, arguing about the logic of the cure, while the answer was lifted directly before their eyes. But those who looked, those who lifted their heads through the agony and fixed their gaze on the bronze image, they lived. The venom was neutralized. The curse was reversed. Let's pause. Let's stand under the gaze of that bronze serpent. The test here is the test of the look. It is about the profound, simple choice to transfer faith from your current reality, the burning venom, to a paradoxical, lifted symbol, the source of the burning. The command was simple, but the human heart resists simplicity. It wants a ritual. It wants a sacrifice. It wants a pill. It wants something complicated and impressive. God demanded a single, humble, public act of gaze. Imagine the sick man's argument. How can looking at a snake, the very thing that is killing me, save me? It's illogical. I need a poultice. I need a priest to offer an animal. But the antidote was not in a compound. It was in the trusting motion of the neck. This moment is a powerful commentary on focus. They were asked to focus on the remedy, even though the remedy looked identical to the disease. It was the only way to stop staring at the wound.
Don't stare at the venom, stare at the cure. Your healing isn't found in the analysis of your pain, but in the simplicity of your look. You don't need to understand how the medicine works to take it. You just need the humility to trust the one who prescribed it. Let your gaze be the prayer.